black people, it's time to come out of these churches. These churches are keeping you down. These churches are keeping you poor and needy. These churches are keeping your mind confused. I can speak on this because I am a preacher. In all of my years that I was out there preaching, I haven't saw anything that the church done for black people to get ahead. The churches, the black churches, they are keeping our people down in the gutter. The only thing the churches do on Sundays come to church and beg for money. Beg for money. Put money on this program, money for this program, money for that program. It's always asking for money, but never giving their members anything. People being put all type of money in the church, and they can't go to church and get a cent out. If they do be able to get anything, they got to go through all this different kind of red tape, and people got to agree on it, agree on what they gonna give you and everything. Then they get up and tell everybody your business about what they ain't gave you and stuff like that. And really, it's your money it's your money that you getting from the church. You putting your money in the church, and you go there and ask for a little help if they help you at all. Most of the time, they're not gonna help you. But what we black people, they just keep putting their money in the church, keep putting their money in the church, and you're not gaining anything. Just hurting yourselves. Only somebody need churches, especially black churches. Only somebody being elevated is the pastor and his wife and their children. You put all your money and your hard money in the church. Some of the people put all their money in the church, don't even have a decent car to ride in, a decent home to live in, don't have anything. They just bought this false narrative that Jesus gonna fix this and Jesus gonna fix that. You know, the preachers sell them all kind of, the preachers sell them lies, and they still buying it. When the preachers stand up there in front of the congregation, all they doing is entertaining. These people paying all this money, they just paying all their money for entertainment. And when you leave the church, you have less money than you did when you came, and you still have the same old problem that you had when you came in the door. You ain't get delivered from anything. Same, I used to know I'd be in churches, I would go to different churches. I was more like an evangelist. I would go from church to church. And most of every church, I don't care if I had left that church and didn't come back in a year's time. Those same people, if they still was alive, they getting up in front of the church, coming up to the altar, asking for the same thing, asking for the same blessing they asked for a year ago. A year ago, and nothing still changed. No, they give you you should have some kind of common sense. And you still ask for the same thing in a year and nothing changed. Some not wipe that picture. The same people that they had if they were sick when you saw them last year, they be sick this year. If they were broke last year, you see them this year they still broke. If they were homeless last year, they still homeless this year. They haven't made the church haven't did anything to elevate them, and they haven't elevated themselves. My black people, it's time to come out of these churches because the church is not doing anything for you all. The churches is warping black people. That's really what it's doing is warping black people. You know, it's keeping you from being from elevating yourself because you're taking your little money, giving it to them. You giving it to the pastor's wife, paying for their children education, and you can't put your own kids through college. Paying for them, paying for the pastor and his wife and their children to go abroad to different countries and go to the Caribbeans and have all these go to all the exotic places and stuff like that. And you not even able to go to the next state over from where you live at because you don't even have no money. You don't even have a decent car to ride in. You got to borrow somebody else's car because your car broke down, but you still gonna give your money to the pastor, his wife, and his children. It's time to come out of these churches, black people. It's time to come out. They not doing it. It's not doing anything for you. It's really what you doing when you get in there on Sunday. You got the picture of this white Jesus up there on the cross there in the church like that, and you down on your knee worshiping this white blonde head man with blue eyes and all this stuff. Jesus, you promoting white supremacy. They don't care about you doing that. You're not no threat to them. They doing you doing what they want you to do. They want to keep you on your knees. They want to keep you looking up to them. They want to keep you dependent on them. We're not doing anything hurting ourselves. It's no the church, the black churches are taking all the capital out of the black community. Only thing that's going up in the black community is these multi-million-dollar churches. The bank don't mind giving you a loan to get you a multi-million-dollar church because they know that money coming right back to them, to their bank. And then they'll turn around and loan the money to some white people that dislike black people. Or they'll loan it to a developer so they can redline. You put all this money in the bank and you ain't able can't go and live in one of these communities because the communities they develop it so expensive you can't pay the mortgage no. And you take up all this money on Sunday and you put it in a white bank. If the church was doing anything for its people, it will have their own. They would have their own bank. These churches would all get together. Black churches will have their own bank, and they could provide jobs for the black community and help bring capital back and fix some of these uh, one down homes in the black community where you got all these multi-million-dollar church, and do something for the black community. They not doing anything for the black community. They just they elevating other people and hurting its own people. The pastors, the folks that look up to the pastor, like the pastor doing something for them. The pastors are warping them. The pastor just so slick. He actually got a gun to their head and they don't even know it, taking everything they have, but then they loving him, think he's doing something for them. Come out, black people. Come out of these black churches. It's time to do better. The white man gave us Christianity. It was not the religion of our ancestors. Why would the white man give you something that gonna elevate you, that you might become over them? They just giving you Christianity to brainwash you, to keep you down on your knees, thinking that well things gonna be better when I die and go to heaven. But they have in their heaven we're here and you suffer we suffer. It's time to wake up. I know it's hard to get away from all the lies that been told. It was hard for me. But you just as strong as I am, you can wake up from it. And you can walk away from it.